Burlesque is the liberation. It is like going from surviving to thriving. If my mental health journey is surviving and my art practice is me thriving, then that's really what burlesque gets to be. My name is J Sloane. I'm an Anishnaabe, Chinese, multi-disciplinary artist, non-binary person. Predominantly, I'm a performer. I do burlesque. I was raised and lived with my mom and my grandmother. I'm an adoptee, so they're both white, they're both Scottish. I grew up in central Alberta, a small town called Sylvan Lake, which is like an oil field, nautical looking town. In high school, I was kind of like either othered or fat shamed a lot. There was a lot of homophobia. People would throw beer cans at me. They would call me a chink all the time, or an Indian. I didn't find out I was Chinese until I got into college, that my birth father was Asian and was Chinese, and that blew my mind because I refuted. I had so much internalized racism about being Asian and people's ideas of what Indigenous and Asian people look like, and teenagers, what they think it looks like, was all stereotypical. It caused a lot of anxiety and depression that I'm still navigating and moving through. And I think one of the only things that has really helped mitigate that is now therapy, but also burlesque. And it's the art of tease. Tygr Willy is Toronto's Zen Patel, leaving you tongue-tied with a boyish charm. Boom, look at that eyeliner. Tygr energizes Ty, and they're like a protective energy of Ty. Ty sometimes can't deal with everything, but Tygr can at least kind of move through things with a brave face. I don't always feel sexy as Ty, but Tygr Willy is always received as sexy and is validated for being sexy. Tygr gets to be the most femme version of me, and that's when I oftentimes feel like the most liberated. Tygr does that with performance, and then gets paid for it, and that's cute. So you don't have to be like an immaculate dancer. You definitely don't have to be a conventionally attractive person or skinny or fit. Like, burlesque lives in curvy people. I remember the first time I did a burlesque routine and people were like hooting and hollering at me during it, and I just felt so calm. Being in a fat, femme, mixed race body, I get to be liberated and I get to be supported. It's kind of like discovering myself all over again. Remind me again what Kuya Ate stands for? That's your burlesque name?
Kuya Ate was something that I wanted to keep with part of my Filipino culture into my burlesque. Kuya is like a sign of respect to your older brother. For a sign of respect to your older sister, you would call them ates. And I wanted to make it something that's very gender fluid.
If 14 or 15 or 16-year-olds us were sitting at the table, what would you say to them?
Find some friends who support you, and find some friends who will not tokenize your identity. Find that love to nurture who you are, because I think that will make you into a beautiful person and to help realize your self-identity.
Go where people choose you.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Loving and celebrating you.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
I used to think of it like a test. I was always being tested on being Chinese, and now it's more like I just get to explore. And now I have that support system, both in therapy and my peers, to explore that and be curious and excited and all facets of myself. I was always looking at Asian community. I was always looking, but I'm an observer. And when I think about visibility now, I think a lot of people are shocked that people are being seen. And I think a lot of people are so used to being invisibilized. I am used to being invisibilized. But for me now, I'm like, this is a really good opportunity. Anytime there's violence or conflict or strife with visibility, there's an opportunity for us to do something about it.